Hello everyone, welcome back to another video, welcome back to the channel. My name is James Ward, head pro at Dewsbury Golf Club, and today doing a bit of a comparison test. We've just had traded into the shop, which is a gorgeous looking club, I must say. Is the Cobra King Tech Utility, but it's one length, and it's a 3-iron. So the test we're doing today is one length like a thing, because I think this is where you'd really think it's going to help you. So we've got a normal 3-iron here. We've got the TaylorMade, to be exact, TaylorMade PUDI, the one that I'm using at the minute in a 2-iron. Two 3-irons, very similar looks, bottom of the club there, size of it. You know, it's not the game improvement one. It's like the workability one, for the lower handicappers. So obviously the main difference is the length. So you've got this at 3-iron length, and then this one measures the same as my 7-iron, so it is obviously much shorter than this one. And I think you'd assume that it's going to be easier to hit and better, but I think there's a reason why not everyone uses them. But so today I'm going to hit them on the GC Quad launch point, get some numbers from it, how they feel, because we're going to, coming into the ball and stood up to it. I've held it in the shop. You are a lot more upright. Hit someone here, hit someone on the course, and see, is it just like a fad, or is it an absolute game changer? Right, so we're going to kick off with the PUDI. So I have been using this, and I'm absolutely loving it, as it's the workability. It's got the workability on it, so it's not, the DHY is more forgiving, but this is forgiving. Only thing I would say, but this is what I have bought it for. A little bit skinny. There's no ball flight to it, but I've got the hazardous low spinning shaft to 2-iron, so it does go like an absolute rocket. But as the conditions are like they are, it's absolutely perfect. That one flying a bit higher there. We've just got a normal recoil shaft, stiff shaft in it. We've got a stiff shaft in that Cobra as well, so they're very similar. But yeah, it's been working an absolute treat. I wanted that flat one. There were some at Clicky, and first shot it went 270. Obviously not carry, bit like that, bit of a flatter ball flight, but boy did it work. Absolutely. So yeah, been sort of loving that really. First one poor shot, second one 220 carry, probably right on yardage for me. Nice little draw with it. Yeah, that went out the middle. 2-2-1. So just been a nice addition. Although there is times where I don't know if this, you have to let me know if this is being an issue for me, because that club in my bag, I've never actually tried a 5-wood. I think that's what I'm going to try, because yeah, I go between 2-iron and hybrids all the time for this club. So the normal length one, so the normal length one is perfect. We've got some numbers there right on it. We're going to swap down to this one length. You'll be able to see hopefully how my stance changes. I would think that would feel like I'm coming down like too steep for a 3-iron, but I don't know. We're going to try that now. The rain is starting to fall. As you can see, we need it, as does a lot of courses in England at the minute. This looks like, so because of the loft on it, this just looks too small. So you've got to set up like a 7 maybe. And so this could take a few shots for me to get used to it. Right, okay. 208. Just lost a little bit of distance. Lost a little bit of distance and a little bit of ball flight. Hopefully we can show them and see them. Maybe stand more like a 3-iron, maybe ball forward a bit more. Oh, there we go. That is an absolute nuke. Two, 2-4, longest one there. So maybe try to play it a bit too much like that mid-iron, 7-iron there. on that first one, because it was a good strike. I mean, you'd take it. Just 20 yard less carry. Very straight. It's gonna say, well, we'll keep it at that. I'm aiming for that 200 yard marker. I think the quad's just aiming a bit off because it's saying that's going like 20 yard left. But this is quite shocking actually. That felt like it could have gone left, maybe a smidge out the toe, and it's hung on at 210. Like, that's not bad numbers for a free iron, really. You know, we've not the longest in the world, but it's certainly keeping up there, and not the best strike. This Cobra, I've never really hit Cobra clubs. See, that has gone quite a long way. So if we take a look at these numbers, the rain is coming down now. If we take a look at these numbers there, we've got very similar from UDI to one length. Backspin's similar as well. Ball speed similar. That's obviously can be the club. Launching it a little lower with the Cobra, but 0.4 of a degree. But that distance is still up there. And also we can show dispersion, but I don't think that's as left as it says it. I think I'm sort of aimed up a little wrong. And then there's a bit more of a spread, but quite tidy with both, if I'm honest. But I did feel like they were a little close, and maybe that's that first one where, to be fair, I set up a bit like a 7-iron because I thought that was what it was going to be. So as we can see, as I'm getting soaked now, as we can see, quite similar then. But we're gonna go onto the golf course now and maybe play a little couple of what would be second shots into a par 5 to see how they feel as well. So the rain's coming down, so I don't really know what to say at the minute because it was actually really nice. We've got second shot here to the 11 par 5. So yeah, a lot better than I thought. I thought I wouldn't be able to sort of flight it, sort of get it going. Just towed that a little left. We just missed green left, but it's hard to, I suppose it's hard to show actually like free iron into a par 5 at the minute because it's running so much. I don't. Maybe it's easy to fly this because I suppose the only issue with mine is it doesn't fly. It's just hung out there, but it could definitely a better ball fly. I don't know. It's like just needs trying to test. I think. But it's certainly not a load of rubbish. We're getting soaked here, by the way. It's certainly not a load of rubbish, and it's definitely there for it. They would need, definitely trying and fitting, but it's been a lot better than I thought. I'm just going to hit 2 more shots on the next hole, which is what I'd use on this, and then we'll sum it all up. Right, last few holes. Last shots we're going to play. 13th hole par 4 into wind today. Let's just play it as we would and see what we can see from it. Well, that's wild. High and slicing right. Not sweet. I've got that shot a minute. I hate it. It's a better strike. It's sort of what you'd expect from that. A little bit of a high block. But this is then me, and it could be there. I wonder if we could play this a little lower then. What's the workability? Like I said, 13 4. In fact, it's probably a crosswind actually. What about that? What about that? Work one low with it. So same again, ball back a ball. Weight sort of starting forward. Oh, I mean that for that hole, drifting around, the flag's drifting around that way. You know, wow. Well, there's nothing really to compare. That's the GC quad's not worked. That's a shame, but we'll show the numbers from what we've done before on that. Probably that looks more consistent, but actually they weren't all left on that there. Then I've just tried to work one with that one length, so we've shown that yeah, you can still have that workability, hit the low shot as well with it. Maybe it is giving me a bit more control with it being shorter. You know, I don't know really. That would be a tough one. It'd be a tough one to turn to it and change to it to trust it, but definitely an option. Definitely not like a load of rubbish what we've seen. I think it takes a few shots to get into it, but it could be an option. One thing to be sure is that shaft will be made for that club and put in it, so cut at the right lengths. Don't just cut off what is so if that's some stuff there, so you can see, don't just cut 2-inch off your 2-iron, because it would be like hitting a coffin nail, and you'd have absolutely no chance. It'd just ruin the club. But like, we get that asked a lot, shall we chop inches off his club, and will it work? But great test, I've enjoyed that, and it's made me ask a few questions. But brilliant club, great looking club as well. It's not really a review on the club, it's more of a review on the one length, but that was absolutely beautiful as well. And it actually looks fantastic as well on the quiet, which Cobra do. They make some amazing clubs. We've had a few in the shop, traded in recently. So that's the end of the video, guys. Hope you enjoyed that. Drop us any comments below. Have you tried the one length irons? We'd love to know, as always. And leave any comments below you'd like to ask me, and I'll try and get back to you all. Thank you once again for watching. We'll see you next time. Take care. Bye bye.